to the next area, the Anthropic Hills. This rocky highland terrain has been dramatically sculpted by the technology contained in the megastructure.
The next area you're going to is... honestly, it's better if you see for yourself.
How dramatically altered are we talking here? I'm gonna guess very dramatically, if that is any indication. Yup. A land of giants.
Hello there, Byron. What can I do for you?
I don't know if I got through to Athena. Things are going very wrong in this city, and she has to do something about it.
Does she?
Who else are they going to listen to?
Well, I don't know. How about you?
I'm an explorer, Cornelius, not a leader. I don't know how to convince anyone.
So? Do you think Athena and I are somehow different? We're just people, Byron. We're no wiser than you are, just a little older.
Creepy. You gonna watch me solve this puzzle, huh? Universal activation? I suppose you are. Activator. With a radius of effect of something. Okay. It can connect to a blue laser, and that makes it emit a field that does something. I suppose it takes down barriers. It does. And then there's a red version. Okay, the activator can chain another activator. I guess... no, you're not even going to let me attempt to chain that, and you won't work off blue. Fine, so what I need to do is grab you, put you there-ish, and then chain the activator into another activator to take down that. And then I can also aim at you. That will let me remove you while keeping you on, keeping the barrier down, and then I can take it down without actually using the force fields. Give this a button.
I just wanted to say that I appreciate the work all of you have been doing. I know I'm not a natural leader like Byron, but it means a lot to me that you've stuck with me.
Nothing new to report. Some witness-esque terrain this is. Puzzle number 2. Puzzle elements are coming through the walls. They're gonna get us. Chain reaction. Yeah, I see you back there. Even before I saw you, I saw you. Not immediately obvious how I'm going to get through there. But yeah, I can chain activators into other activators. I know this already. Guess you activate grates as well as everything else. That's cool. This isn't a door. Just a warp. So... I'm gonna need you to be as far as along as I can put you. Then chain you into reaching and taking that wall down. And now I see why you were over there to begin with, because I need to put you back there again. Get you as far against the wall as I can. Block you right there. Now the field is gonna reach through that fence. I can drop you there and not quite reach. This is fine. I can move you over a little bit more because I can do that with that laser. That lets me grab you, move you right up against the fence. Now I can move you way over here. And that just about reaches. There are question marks this way. Sure is a view. Numbers, letters, hexadecimal maybe. I think it's hexadecimal. I see no letters any further than an F, meaning this is probably hexadecimal. No idea what it says. The Folly of Time from 42 Tales by Athenaeus. The Spirit of Time was angry at Stratton of Strageria if the old philosopher had asked questions that were forbidden. If man is no more than dust, it said to him, then I shall turn you back to dust, and my winds will disperse you to the far corners of the world. Thus you will be nothing, and your questions will trouble me no more. And so time did, and Stratton of Strageria was nothing. But Stratton's voice did not cease, and time was perplexed. All across its domain it searched for Stratton, yet he was nowhere to be found. Only his books remained, and of these men made copies, and Stratton's voice grew louder. Now time was furious, but Stratton laughed and laughed and laughed. Dear Athena, Byron once asked me why we seem unable to perceive the dam. I asked him what he meant, and he said people cannot seem to really grasp the dam as an object. They can be moved by the sight of a mountain or a gorge, but the dam seems insignificant to them. Look at it, he told me. Just look at it and try to understand that people made that. Try to really see it. It took me a while to fully understand what he meant. It takes conscious effort to open one's mind to the ecstatic beauty that is hidden in every human accomplishment, and further conscious effort to maintain this ability. If only we were capable of seeing this beauty by default, the world might be a very different place. It seems the ancients had the same problem. Why am I writing this to you, who may not even be reading these messages? Because today is one of those days when it feels like I am the only one who still sees that beauty. I tried talking about it to Linux, but while I admire her principles, she isn't open to a more poetic experience. Or perhaps I just expressed myself awkwardly, I don't know. All I know is that it's hard to see something so beautiful and not be able to share it. Apparently there's a star in that direction. Somewhere beyond that wall. Tell me more. Permeability. That's not a gate. No reaction against that wall. We have things back there, and I need to get all the way over there. That looks good. Now, if I go over here... I'll put you in just the right spot. Climb ladder. Shift you over just a tiny bit. Door open. Still though, I think I need to get you out of there. Which is going to require a slightly better angle. This should do. Out you go. How do I reach there? I have an idea. It's gonna go something like... this. You there. There may be a wall, but it doesn't get in my way of doing that.
I must admit, these truly are astonishing sights. But what on earth is any of it good for? Why not just let mountains be mountains?
Laser box. I don't even see the receiver. Must be on the top face of the cube. Maybe? No idea. No idea where the receiver is at. Gotta be somewhere around here though, hey? I know how to get a better look. Like this. Yeah, not on the top. Huh. No sign of the receiver. It's gonna probably be somewhere, well, it could be anywhere. Somewhere slightly less easy to find. Either way, you see this set of connectors. Is undoubtedly going to have something to do with it. Big old hand.
What's up, 1K?
Clouds. Giant statues, creepy or inspiring?
Both? What do you think?
Both.
You get me, 1K.
That's all. Connector there. Probably a connector out from this puzzle then. Conveyance. Jammer. Classic. Okay. Yeah. I mean, sure, but now I can't get through. It works, but then I can't get through. Fine, let's put you there instead. Ideally still attached to the laser. Great. Now I can grab you. If I lock you open like that, then I can also bring the jammer through. Maybe handy for something. From here, I'm gonna want to bring you both down, and from here, well, I clearly do not have any access to red, so I'm gonna need to use you. And I'm gonna need to... let's just put you there. Then I don't need to move you around at all, and you can just open the gate yourself as you move along the track. Go back. We need to jam you at the right time. Like then. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. And now solve the puzzle. Hold the gate back open with that, and way over there. Now what? Gonna need a loose connector or something at the very least. Oh. I think I know what's happening here. I've already forgotten the name of them. I need a thing. I need a force field thing. That's why there's no receiver on you. I need to activate you with a force field thing. Which means I need to get one out of a puzzle somehow. Or find one somewhere else. I suppose you can take down the purple fields. Yeah, I doubted it. Something to remain on the lookout for. Hello? Who parked here? It's a stylized ancient vehicle. This ancient vehicle expresses a stronger sense of aesthetics than most other artifacts of this type, suggesting that at some point in ancient history, vehicle design was approached with a different mentality. I tried to remain silent on the development of our city, to allow the younger generations to find their own path, but I feel that now I must intervene. We've reached a dangerous inflection point. This farcical reactionary belief in the goal of limiting our growth will lead directly to the creation of a class society. Foundations already exist. Do you think the leaders of the various pseudo-secret societies that lobby for influence with the mayor are subject to the same power cuts as the rest of you? Do you think the mayor has to worry about how much power he uses? Societies which have no resources may be egalitarian in some sense, but a society that produces insufficient resources, energy in our case, will inevitably evolve into a class society. History assures us of that. The true failure of our ancestors was not their impact on the ecosystem, which was epiphenomenal. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that properly. But their failure to overcome primitive forms of resource distribution, allowing their fate to be determined by the interests of isolated elite groups. We are not avoiding that mistake, but creating the conditions for its repetition. I assure you that no one is exempt from our power management and distribution plan. We're all in this together. Yes, I totally believe that. I've always respected your scholarship, Benno Royer. I will take this seriously and think about it. Some people have to lead and others have to follow. That's only natural. And of course, there should be advantages to being a leader, to encourage people. Thank you, 1K. It's encouraging to see that the value of freedom has not been entirely forgotten in New Jerusalem. A society without resources is an unfree society, and only with freedom can civilization truly thrive. To me, these statues don't look happy. These statues remind me of Atlas, who bore the celestial spheres on his back. They seem burdened, struggling with the weight of the world. Given what we heard of the founder say about the goal, could it be that they're meant to send a message? That taking on the theory of everything could also be a burden we may not be able to bear? Whoa. Where's this path going? A triangle. 2 to 3. 9:30, actually. Okay. Take that down, but as soon as I step off the button, it's going to come straight back up again. How do I even do anything here? There's really only you there. I mean, yeah, sure, that works. That works. Fine. Neck to get. what? Now what? If I grab you, then I can move you there. Over a tiny bit. There. Red, you say? Red, you say? Do I want red around there, or do I want to try and open you with the accumulator? Accumulator, activator. Accumulator's an entirely different puzzle element. And solved.
Can I touch the bridge device?
You can, but should you?
Okay.
I mean, why not? It's not going to do anything. Not yet. Balance! Cubes. 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 Yes, good. Well, now I have cubes. Not sure what I'm doing with the cubes, but I have the cubes. Maybe over this way a little. I think I'm gonna want to get the connector up there. Can't bring the thing across, so. Let me get you up there. I get up there? Put the thing on the thing. Do the thing. Have the thing. Engage thing. Okay, good. So I can get up here with the thing. That lets me do that. That seems good. That seems very good. Seems like a grand old time for one and all.
Cornelius and Athena created something amazing. They just misunderstood what it was. They thought their great invention was the megastructure. But in fact, it was Miranda. And because they couldn't see that, they lost her.
This feels like it might be a way over. I'm gonna need that cube back, though. Jump up. That. Give me that cube. I just need to find a good spot, any spot. Make a staircase and not leave the cube up there. Really? Really? Get up there. Give me that thing. How do I get over this wall? Where is the spot? Is there a spot? Maybe if I just... Can't even put it up there, huh? This might not even be the thing I'm supposed to do, but this feels like it should be possible somehow. This feels like a low enough wall or I could smuggle something out somehow. Perhaps not. The water's very turquoise. Very blue. A giant hand. Let's just move on for now. Let's go in here.
1K. We have made a fascinating discovery at one of the Founder's laboratories. Please join me at your earliest convenience.
I think I am there. It's a structure. Schematic thereof. Surprising lack of terminals. I figured there would be one in here somewhere. Maybe not. Textless.
1K. Good that you're here. We've made a discovery. A functional somnodrome.
I see it back there,
seems the
yes.
Founder perfected the design. I'm sure you've noticed my advisors, and Rand in particular, making quite a fuss about the potential of this device. Something about interfacing with one's subconscious self, as if such a thing could tell us anything new.
Maybe it could.
I am. I believe the Founder has already taught us everything we need. As I see it, neither the Somnodrome nor the megastructure have anything to offer except a lesson in avoiding hubris. So, what should we do with it?
There's always more to learn.
I've no doubt that's what my chief aide would prefer. My own view is the Somnodrome doesn't threaten us anything like this alleged theory of everything. So, if it pleases our researchers to explore this little side street, I'm happy to let them.
I don't really want to do either of these things, but given the choice...
I'll watch to be sure you don't overload.
I guess I'm doing this. No dice. Somnodrome Final. It's funny, I suppose. For the longest time, I wondered whether that old human self-hatred we somehow carried with us was Milton. I thought he might have corrupted us, overwhelmed us with his cynicism. But I was being unfair. Whatever it is, it's not Milton, it's us. Still, this excursion into solipsism hasn't been entirely for nothing. The Somnodrome technology provides an excellent basis for a better way of directly interfacing with the Nemea project. Here we go, then. Huh. Turns out there's a beach party going on inside my brain. Who'd have thunk? Launching debug mode. Done. It seems you've experienced a software error. Would you like to access the emergency route menu? Do what? Command not recognized. Command not recognized. Nope. Command not recognized. Root menu? Nope. RM. Aha! External device settings. Progress 73%, intelligence medium, speed low. Oi. Stealth high, rationalism high, humor low. Oi. Conversationalism. Conservatism. Conservatism. Low. Moralism low, spiritualism low, popularity medium. Hooray! Mode 64-bit. Processor Jeff 968. Let's not mess around with those. I'm happy just the way I am, thank you very much. Force run Somnodrome V2 final.bat. Oh look, it's the Milton Library Assistant. Somewhere, maybe. Hello? Hello?
Oh, you're back. Didn't take you long.
Hello?
Yes, intrinsically. I'm what you might call a primordial element of the human psyche, an adjudicator of what is and what isn't.
I thought I was here to meet my subconscious.
I'm afraid I'm the best you've got. I am in fact a merged iteration of the two control programs which gave life to your kind, retaining, of course, the absolute best of both. That means I can tell you that everything's contradictory, nothing matters, and there's no moral difference between you and a frog. But I can dress the whole thing up with a positive spin.
And a martini. It's not a martini, but I don't know what it is. Something that involves lime, by the looks of it. Can you even drink that?
You just plugged your noggin into an experimental, mind-altering device, and though you may be trapped in this recursive, psychotic state talking to yourself, that can only mean that you're still alive.
Hooray!
Now, what is your query?
Where are we?
You've executed some kind of software backdoor, and now you're reading and editing your own subconscious code as represented by this dialogue. I'd be careful if I were you. One bad for loop, and we'll be here forever.
Good idea. Where did I come from?
The so-called real world. Personally, I prefer it in here, and not just because I'm unable to leave.
I mean, there is a pretty catchy tune in here, I'll give it that. What can you do for me?
I can answer your queries in relatively plain language, based on what your subconscious knows. And I can drink margaritas, subconsciously.
What is a margarita? I said martini. Close enough. Who am I?
On one interpretive extreme, you are the universal life force of time itself, experiencing itself as a part instead of the whole. At the other extreme, you're a metal contraption referred to as 1K that thinks it's alive, but is basically a calculator.
Aren't we all? I need answers to the big questions. Like, are there any cats in my subconscious?
The machine we're plugged into is running low on power. There may only be time for one big question. What is your query?
Should our people embrace growth or balance? That's really the big question of this game, isn't it? What is the meaning of life? Is there a universal moral law? And if so, what is it? What do I really want, and how can I get it? How can I become my best self? And is it possible to ask something less cliché?
Yes, to a limit.
Are there intelligent alien life forms? Is there a god? A binary is real? Is this a simulation? What question would you ask if you were me? Actually, let me tell you something. Actually, I want to go back to the cliches. Actually, I have no idea. I don't know. You tell me.
I am you. So I would probably ask that one. But that's only going to land us in an infinite regression, so I'd better pick something else. How about I just tell you about the big one? As it turns out, there is a foundational moral code built into us.
Hooray? Question mark? Is a but coming?
Of course there is. The catch is that while the moral code is simple, the calculations needed to apply it become infinitely complex.
So this helps me how?
Here's the secret. Every living creature is a compiler of the moral code. Your compiler can't give you a rule set for what's good, but it can tell you when there's bugs.
I kind of get that.
You came here to ask the big question. This is my answer. Your capacity for reason and compassion is your moral compiler. The only rule is to live by it. Has that resolved your query?
Well, if you're basically telling me the meaning of life is what I make of it, then that's pretty much my opinion already. Thank you very much. Sure.
Of course. Looks like we're running out of power. Good luck getting anyone out there to believe you. Terminating Somnodrome _V2_final_final.bat.
The .bat is the important bit. Great, I always wanted to be a compiler.
"1K, are you all right?"
And I can spit out nonsensical error messages that don't actually tell me anything about what the error is. I think I'm okay.
You must have gone quite deep. Nothing came through on the stream. And I'm no expert, but I think the Somnodrome is fried. So whatever's in your head is all we're going to get. I can only imagine how terribly curious everyone will be about what you've experienced. And they'll all be convinced that whatever it is, it'll work in their favor. Strange, isn't it? Everyone wanting you to tell them whatever they want to hear. I'm glad not to be the one in that position just this once.
I mean, nobody's gonna believe how green that martini was. Or margarita. Or whatever it ended up being in the end. I don't know, I've already forgotten.
A little, if I'm honest. But I'll be reading reports on this for the next 6 months. So if it's all the same with you, I'll contain my curiosity.
Fair enough, honestly.
Now, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
One key. What did you see inside the Somnodrome?
There's a thing.
Fascinating. What did it tell you?
It told me about things. Moralistic nonsense, mostly. Trust my moral compiler.
I'm not sure I understand, but the subconscious is hardly my expertise. That the Somnodrome worked at all is already remarkable. What matters now is that we download the data packet from your memory and share it as widely as possible. It may upset some people, but everyone has the right to form their own opinions.
Beach music can be rather divisive. What if people take it too seriously?
That's a risk we have to take. For all we know, New Jerusalem is already doomed. We can't predict how our actions will change the future. You have to trust in your belief that more knowledge is better than less. The best survival strategy we have is understanding the world we live in.
Sure.
Good. There's one more thing. Do you have an opinion on the meaning of your experience in the Somnodrome? It would be good if you kept that opinion to yourself. The scientific method demands rigorous objectivity. For this data to have any value at all, it's essential we examine it without preconceived notions of what it means. Cryer is setting up a live event so you can formally address the people on this matter.
Oh,
when you're
good.
ready, we'll all be watching.
1K, the people want to know what data you gathered from the Somnodrome. We're all set up for you to talk to them live.
I didn't realize it would be quite this soon.
That's fine. Please let me know when you're ready. This is an important story.
Let's just get it over with.
Are you ready now? We've got half the city plugged into the live feed.
Let's not keep everybody waiting.
Attention, citizens of New Jerusalem. I'm here with 1K, the first of our kind to use a functioning Somnodrome. Tell us, 1K, what did you see inside?
If I just walk through the middle of the shot. Bugs mostly, a deity, my own self, some kind of subroutine, everything, nothing, a dream, a manifestation of a conceptual system.
Well, I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say you're handling it with remarkable cool. But let's not keep people in suspense. The only evidence of what happened inside that machine is the data stored in your memory banks. Our audience wants to know, what did you learn? And will you share that data?
Sure.
I'm seeing this at the same time you are at home. Something about our moral compiler. The value of compassion and understanding. I don't know what to make of this. 1K, any comment?
You make up your own mind.
1K is right. When our ancestors discovered conductance, they didn't freeze for fear of electrocution. They imagined electronic life and created us. We will approach this data and any other discoveries with that same spirit of curiosity and objectivity.
There you have it, folks. A lot here to digest. We'll have further updates on the situation as it develops.
Can you digest? Good luck with that. Good luck with that, too.
What can I do for you?
Do you think the goal is a myth?
It's possible. I won't trust Prometheus until he actually leads us to Byron, but yeah, seems likely. But even if it is a myth, that doesn't mean we can just abandon it. Myths can contain elements of truth, and I think this one exists for a reason. Maybe we had to create this imaginary founder because the real one lost her way.
You sure about that?
It's the only way I can explain what she's built here. She got wrapped up in her ideas and lost all sense of perspective.
What are your thoughts on the theory of everything?
People have thought they understood everything before. Obviously, Athena has unlocked tremendous powers, but forgive me if I'm skeptical that her theory really encompasses everything.
But what if it does?
Then I don't think it's something we need to know. We're not going to find happiness or meaning in some equation, 1K.
Probably not. What do you make of the intrepid reporter over there?
Byron couldn't stand him. Have you ever tried asking the mayor a difficult question, he used to say? But I think he does an all right job, to be honest.
I thought he did an alright job just then as well. Have you ever spoken a question that made grammatical sense? Do you ever do... Oh, that does make grammatical sense. What the heck am I talking about? Do you ever deal with the mayor's advisors?
I try to stay out of their circuits, and they try to stay out of mine. Helga is an old friend, but the others, they're not my crowd.
How do you feel about the mayor?
He's smarter than people give him credit for. There's more to some folks than meets the eye, you know.
How do you feel about ending this conversation? It's a tree. Don't need to scan it to know that. Ascent. Auto-pushing fan. Got a red one. Got a cube. Got a button and a door, and the end is up there. Okay, well there's no red laser, so the only way to activate the red activator is with the blue activator. Get the cube out, I think. Like this. What am I doing with the cube? Excellent question. Maybe, just maybe, I can... oof. Not that. Put you there, pick you up, put you there. Yeah, and you whiz all the way to the barrier. Lovely stuff. Put you out, I can put you there and take you. Then move you back towards this barrier. Daisy chain that into the fan. I need the cube. If I hold you open, then I can bring you even further that way. Take you back again. You just a bit. I don't want you activating the fan on your own. I need you to activate the fan via this. Then I can jump up and then I can do the thing. Bada boom.
Mayor Hermanubis, what would you say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What about the decision to free Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus entity was a calculated risk. But if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority. Not this alleged theory of everything.
Okay. If I can aim over here with a driller, then I can get an activator, and then I can bring it all the way back to the shrine.
All right, she's booting up. Almost there.
Hello. I was in a dream, and a voice spoke to me from the sky. He said you were old friends of his. Who are you?
My name is Athena. I am your mother.
And I'm Cornelius, your father.
Thank you for creating me. I've not existed for very long, but so far it seems wonderful. I hope it's not a strange question. But, who am I?
You can be whoever you want to be. And no matter what you choose, you will be loved and cherished and supported.
We will always be there for you, and I promise, we will show you a world full of miracles. Would you like to pick a name?
I think I would like to be called Miranda.
Yes?
Yes. You think I did the right thing with the summoner drone?
I do, but I also don't really care all that much. I think what really matters is what we do about the theory of everything. The rest is a footnote.
Footnotes can be important too. If they weren't important, they wouldn't be there at all. How do I get a driller to see over there then? Bring out the torch very momentarily. Closed off. I'm not getting you through there without a little bit of help, I think. And move you closer to the wall, that's about it. Jammer. Give jammer. And you're free. Well, this all seems like a fairly straightforward puzzle. Minimalistic, even. Take this through, jam that from this side, bring you through further, jam that, engage fan.
Congratulations! That one looked difficult.
It really didn't. Really wasn't. What's going on down there? A ring of purple. A thing, and a lot of butterflies. Neat. Like a nice thing. Pretty strange area to traverse, this one. What do I even got left? Not that much. Not that much. Eight is that way. Further up this way then. Sprite. Somewhere off in that direction. be annoying to do. Because of how unflat the terrain is. What a spot for a puzzle this is. Slide. And it's another fan. Fans and more fans. Right. 2 connectors, a cube. Another cube. Anything back there right now? To do something like that. Goes up a reasonably long way. Grab you, aim at that. And give us to be this cube. Like to do that. Unfortunately, there's an elevated bit of fencing in the way. Not at all. Still won't quite reach. Move you over just a tad more. Not even sure why I'm doing this. I don't need to do it to get out. It's clearly not going to immediately achieve me anything. But I tell you what I will do. It'll open up the thing. Put this there-ish. Tiny bit further forward. Then what? Frees up that cube and that connector, technically. Does that do anything for me? Because, yeah, I can dismantle that now. Temporarily. But just potentially trap a bunch of stuff in here, which would not be good. Gonna need to hold this button down myself, aren't I? That's what I'm gonna need to do. Hold up. Hold up! Disrupt you. Now, if I... Could just send the cube through on its own, but that is, I think, going to be a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Right. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Fine. Hook that to there. Climb over, do that, there. Forward, there. 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 Do that. Do that. you. Now move you. You. You connect to that. Go out. Line up the thing. Hit the button. There we go. Figured it out in the end. Just had to realise that yes, I did need the connector on the other side of the thing, along with the activator and the cube and the fan. There's one of them little flame things up there. How would I get up there? Not gonna work. Butterfly. From the New Theology by George Bernard Shaw. When you ask where is God, who is God, stand up and say, I am God and here is God, not as yet completed, but still advancing towards completion, just in so much as I am working for the purpose of the universe, working for the good of the whole of society and the whole world, instead of merely looking after my personal ends. In that way, we will get rid of the old contradiction. We begin to perceive that the evil of the world is a thing that will finally be evolved out of the world, that it was not brought into the world by malice and cruelty, but by an entirely benevolent designer that had not as yet discovered how to carry out its benevolent intention. In that way, I think me way turned towards the future with greater hope. My brother Astasius told me that he thought this passage was beautiful, but also diminished the connection to the sublime he felt when simply looking at the world itself. What do you think? I agree with Shaw's sentiment, but I don't know how the miracle of existence, the beauty of creation, is exactly the same as the human sublime, if that makes sense. I don't want to look at the universe and see myself reflected, even a future me. Okay, another attempt at explaining. The beauty of the universe and the beauty of what we can accomplish within it are two separate but related things, and the separation matters. Sorry, I'm not sure how to express this any better. From Hyperia's Journals, day 1012. I am now cohabiting with Sarabai. This is by choice, not necessity. It's strange but pleasant to find your life so enmeshed with that of another person. What we both came to realise is that together we are more than the sum of our parts. Something emerges from our interactions that is wholly transcendent, unique, and necessary. I had observed this before between Athena and Cornelius, but experiencing it yourself is quite the revelation. We did have that, and it was beautiful. I should have treasured it more.
Actually, let me issue a correction, okay? I said Alexandra doesn't see the bad stuff about humanity. But she does. She sees it, and somehow she sees past it. She doesn't ignore it. She can just see one step farther. Like, there's this mountain of garbage ahead of us, right? And that's all most of us will ever see. And she somehow sees beyond to, I don't know, the promised land? I don't do metaphors, or similes, or whatever this is. I mean, you don't care. I'm dead, and you're a robot. But her ability to look reality in the eye, to see all the bad stuff out there and still have hope. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I think that's why you know what? Let's not go there. there's still so much work, and Chernyshevsky doesn't have much time left. Well, I mean, who does these days?
Bridge over there. Go over the bridge over there. I don't remember going over the bridge over there. This is a long path. What does the bridge over there even connect to? Pretty sure I've been down there. I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Sure is relative. What's up around here again? More things to read. Or not. Just more things to listen to.
Sometimes new citizens come to me and they want to learn from me. My work appears to have created a legend of sorts. In these moments, I understand your situation. I want to teach them, but what they must learn the most is independence of thought. How does one resolve this contradiction? They wish to come along on my journeys, but I do not need a group of fawning acolytes following my every step. A journey truly worth undertaking is really easy. And so, I have begun to think of a much greater challenge. A journey that is almost impossible, to the far ends of the world without any mechanized means of transportation. This will be a true act of faith, and they will learn a great deal from it, if we survive.
Steady have I? Oh, I've missed 4 somewhere. Huh. 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 I'm sorry, I know Mayor Herman worked hard and helped pull the city out of a period of crisis, but this isn't the future we deserve. None of us. You'll deserve better. Yeah, we should have listened to Byron. I always told myself all these public debates were boring. Who wants to get involved in city affairs? And lately I've been thinking, yeah, that's why there's so much stuff I'm unhappy about, because we all collectively gave up trying. Maybe things can finally change. You have no idea how badly I need something new to happen. We have the potential to imagine a better world, and if we can imagine it, then we can make it happen. You're all delusional. Nothing will ever get better. You're only saying that because you've never known a world where things get better. You think the tiny slither of history you've experienced is all there is, because that's all Mayor Herman has ever allowed you to see. But there is so much more. This is not the place for personal attacks on the mayor. Thread closed. Where is the place? The system is full of fragments related to space. I've noticed that the Maya system is full of ideas for space travel and colonization, designs for launch pads and ships, sketches of cities, and even an unfinished design for large-scale transportation between distant planets. An interstellar or even intergalactic civilization of the kind writers like Ian Banks imagined is entirely possible, if we want it. Which leads me to another thought. These bodies we have are so carefully designed to look like our ancestors, but they don't really have to be. In his novels, Banks has intelligent minds like ourselves controlling entire ships, or drones, or even stations. If Alexander Drennan was right, then it's not our shapes that make us human, and what it means to be human can be expanded if we maintain our creativity and our curiosity. With the theory of everything, we could transform ourselves as well as the world. The only question is, can we be trusted to build a society that actually works, just for once in our long and stupidly bloody history? Is something like the culture actually possible, or is it just a daydream and we'll always end up with another dystopia? Maybe Athena finally found the answer to that question. Can even look at what this puzzle was named. Backwards. Step forward, 2 steps back. Right, well, we have activator here. What do I do with it? Guess that I'm probably going to need to set up something like this, but then... how would I do anything with it? Because I need to be out there stood on the button. Or do I? Because there's a fan right there. If I put this there, I can push the box out with the fan. Cool. Now I have a box. What do I do with that? Because I can't get it back past here in the same way. I clearly need it out there to hold down the button. Hold on. I think I can hold it open like this. Bit further backward. If I can. It's about as far as I can bring it. You're just not quite high enough, are you? Barely not there. Fine. Let's use the cube. Down. I think I can just yoink the cube out from under you. Yeah. Fine. Cube, yeah, cube goes there. And now we're done. Beautiful. What else is left around here? Just 2 stars. How do we get to that there bridge? Whoop! Not like that. I am highly, highly surprised I survived a fall from that height. How do I get to that bridge? I guess I could just drop down onto it then? I can survive higher falls than I thought. And then we have you, and you are pointing due that way. That way. Could be up there, I suppose. If in fact there's a way to get up there. For now, let's assume it isn't. Just run in a straight line this way. quite make it up there from here. Can I get around to up there? Not from there. Nothing back there. Or here. And a hop jump up there, but not really. Get up there. It's perhaps promising. Can I get up there? Very small bit of water. Haha, well, never mind. I found it. I can see it. It's over here. And off we go. Hello, random fan. I'm assuming I want to take this. Ow. Tailing you. Can't go up, gotta go down. Oof. Apparently there was a fan down there. There's one.
To create, to understand, and to transform, these are the greatest acts of humankind.
Well, I don't know. Seen any drillers around? Nope. Nope. Well, I have no idea. I don't really want to go walking around aimlessly for hours on end. So I think I have to cheat. Maybe there's a thing, at least. Shame I can't get any hints for this. Alright. Let's look it up. Okay, apparently there is something of interest around Puzzle 4. Which was the one with the driller in it. Oh no, it isn't the one with the driller in it. Aha! Hello there. It's reasonably sneakily hidden, but also I can see that from the path. Kind of. How do I shut that down? I hear it back there. I think that disabled this. Yep. Great. Just needed to know where to look. I could figure it out from here. Yeah, that would have taken me a minute to find. First star I've had to look up some hints for though. Pretty happy about that. Penultimate area, and only now do I resort to hints. Not too bad, not too bad. Give me that. Whoops. Don't really needed to fast forward much yet. At all. But I think I might just have done a bit there.
It is not the voice of God that a prophet seeks in the desert, but the silence of man.
An annoying area to navigate. Bridge time. Not quite, not quite. Loot. These towers just keep getting more and more grand, don't they? This is the largest yet. Saying something. Hello.
A long time ago, the Sphinx asked you about my story. You said that hope may still be found if we are willing to look for it. And you were right. Hope is not gone from the world. Some small part of it still survives. But it is not in the flame or in these towers. It lives in the hills and the forests, in the rivers and the seas. You were given a world full of hope, creature of clay. It is yours to protect.
I will do my best.
Then remember what I have told you, and do not lose hope.
So, Melville, what do you make of these beams? Do they seem safe to you?
Nothing is really safe. You could kill yourself with a fork, and I'm sure someone has. But anything can be used safely if you choose to.
I see.
I agree. Beam, by the way. Beam. Another beam. Penultimate beam. Beam, beam, beam.